Joy, Triple Diamond Leader with It Works Global. I'm totally driving right now. I look like crap, but I've been trying to make this darn video for you guys and game plan with you for October for 3 days. And every single time I try to do it, my kids interrupt me or whatever. I'm on my way right now to go train my brother who just joined my business, and I'm super excited for him. And my kids are not with me, so while these thoughts are in my head, I have to just make a video kind of on the spot, even though there's glare and everything, but I just want you guys to hear my voice, okay? I don't want to just make a big long post and have you guys ignore it, and I'm gonna do it like this. Have you guys ignore it and have you guys just kind of like skim read it. I want you guys to hear my voice. So, here we go. And I'm trying not to look at the phone because I'm driving. We are on the 6th of October already, which is crazy. Like, I can't believe it's already the 6th, because the next thing you know, it's going to be like the 12th, and that's halfway through the month, and then we only have 2 weeks left in the month. So, it's super, super important to be game planning the first of the month. And usually what I do is toward the end of the month, what I like to do, is I go over the month that I'm about to enter into. So usually during month's end, I pull out my calendar, I start going over the new month that's approaching and kind of plan out any wrap parties that are going to go on, business launches. I write down my goals, where I want to be at the end of the month, and then I break those goals into smaller weekly goals. So this month I'm a little bit off schedule already. I didn't start game planning my month until 2 days ago. So I was a couple days belated with that. But normally I want you guys to be doing this at the end of the month for the following month, if that makes sense. The reason being is, in this business, you don't want to waste one day, okay? You don't want to waste one day of being consistent with your posts, of being intentional with your time, with being intentional with your messages, with being intentional with your blitzing. Like today, I had a crazy day today. My kids were like 2 hours late to school. We couldn't find our keys. I spilled my coffee, true story. I spilled 2 vases of water that had flowers in them all over my mail. My kids couldn't find their shoes. We couldn't find our homework. Couldn't find my keys for like 2 hours. It was just horrible. But what I decided to do is, while I was waiting for my husband he was out and about, bring me his spare key, I went, and even though I don't have makeup on, I went and put on my gear, I put on my bracelet, because I wanted to make sure, and I grabbed Blitz cards, because I want to make sure that as I'm out and about today, even though I'm crazy busy, and I have 6 trips with my kids between school, I'm training 5 people today, individually, and then I have some homework to do with my kids later, and all these crazy things, plus whatever else is going to happen to you in a day. We're all busy, right? You want to be prepared. So just by having your Blitz cards with you, with knowing where you're going with your month, it's just going to make you mentally be able to work your business much easier than not having a plan, okay? So even though this is a couple days late, there's literally no reason why you can't take what you're going to hear in this video and start implementing it into the rest of your month. There's been times where I totally slacked for like a week or two. I was like, oh my gosh, there's only 2 weeks left in the month. I need to, haul ass basically. And then I did. So with that, utilize the fact that this is only the 6th, you guys. We have until the 31st to have a Rocktober, and I am so excited for this month. Halloween is always really, really awesome, and people are trying to tone up for their costumes. They're thinking about Christmas. Maybe they're going on a winter vacation. Maybe if they've got some vacation time coming up to them, some holiday time. So it's really only slow in the fall if you let it be slow. You need to be game planning now. I had a lot of people scrambling last month for volume to regain their ranks. I had a lot of people scrambling to get commission qualified who did not run their auto ship or have the high enough PPV. You have to have 150 PPV. I had a lot of people scrambling last minute, to get that last distributor to 400 so that they could go Ruby and get the bonus. Don't let that be you. Utilize the fact that it is only the 6th. I want you guys to be pulling out your calendar. I want you to be pulling out what you, I want you to be, there's a cop right in front of me, so I have to hold the phone down. I want you to be pulling out your planner. I want you to be pulling out whatever, and be thinking about, I'm going to do it like this. I hope that you can hear me. I want you to be thinking about your month, and I want you to be thinking about where you want to be at the end of the month. So with that, if you're trying to go Ruby, let's say you have one distributor already and that's all that you have, and you want to go Ruby this month and you're trying to earn the Ruby bonus. I'm going to face the phone away from this cup and just keep talking. Then you're going to want to be looking at the next, 3 weeks as your only time left to get 4 more distributors and 4 more loyals. And so that not only would be getting you to Ruby, but that would be completing your steps to success. If you have not printed out your steps to success yet, I want you to literally get off this video and I want you to go print that out. It's in your eSuite. I can email you one if for some weird reason you can't find it in your eSuite, but it is in your eSuite, your back office, under the document tab. And I want you, even if you don't have a printer, you can literally take a piece of paper and write 4 lines for getting 4 distributors and 4 lines for getting 4 loyals. I like to do 4 and 4. It just makes it easier. Okay, so then if that's your goal, if your goal is to get 4 distributors and 4 loyals, then you need to be breaking that into weekly. So what I like to do, I'm at a stoplight. I like to take, my hair's freaking out. I like to take my week and I go, okay, at the end of this week, I need to get a loyal and I need to get a distributor. Because if you get a loyal and a distributor per week, by the end of the month, you would have 4 loyals and 4 distributors, right? That's a big deal. If you get 4 distributors and those 4 distributors get 2 loyals, you'll get $400. Plus, you're filling out your steps to success and making commission off of all of that. Plus, that's almost Ruby. And Ruby is $5.99 a month, $599 a month average. And some of you can get the $500 Ruby bonus. So now you're looking at close to anywhere from $1,300 to $1,400. That's a big freaking deal, right? So you got to look at it in the long run, in the bigger picture, and let that motivate you, because really it is doing so much when you're getting 1 loyal and 1 distributor a week. Do the math on that. What if you did that every single week for a year? You would pass me, that's for sure. So we are really in a numbers game, you guys. We need to utilize every single day. And again, I know we're all busy. I'm the queen of busy. I am so busy that sometimes I can't even think, and that's why when I'm training I get super distracted and kind of rabbit trail a little bit, so I apologize. But basically, you can work this business into anything that you are doing. It is the simplest business in the world. You can wear your gear, you can send 5 messages in the morning and send 5 messages at night. If you're copying and pasting, or maybe copying and pasting it and maybe adding their name to make it personal, that's only going to take you 10 minutes. We're in a numbers game. If you want to get a loyal customer and a distributor at the end of every week so that you hit Ruby and so that you fill out your steps to success and start exploding your paycheck, then you need to be messaging 10 people a day. Statistics show, this is a Google statistic, I Googled it and you can too, that 1 out of every 10 will eventually sign into your business. So over the next year, 1 out of every 10 people that you talk to in a day, if you are consistent, they're going to join into your business. So I just want you guys to be intentional with your month. I want you to be thinking about it right now. I want you to write down on your steps to success where you want to be at the end of this month. I want you to be thinking about where you want to be at the end of this month, what rank that is. If you're not necessarily shooting for a rank by the end of this month, then I want you to be regaining the rank that you're already at by the end of this month. And so you need to be the one that's looking ahead underneath all of your distributors and figuring out how many loyals they have, what their volume was at last month, just kind of trying to figure out how much volume you need Sorry, someone's messaging me. By the end of the month, okay? And then you need to be working on breaking up that volume that you need and working with your teams and figuring out how much volume that would be weekly. Because if you break that into weekly goals and then you distribute that between you and your whole team, and you're like, hey, this basically breaks down to 30 BV a week, and if we do that, then we will all regain by the end of the month. So when you think of it like that, regaining your rank is not nearly as hard as it is when a lot of you guys, probably 20 of you, were all, kind of freaking out the end of the month. And I know we get caught up in the end of the month and month's end and blah, 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 trying to raise your check. If you're new and you're watching this, month's end basically gets a little crazy because anything you do in a month, you're going to get paid for that the following month, okay? So we want to not stop the craziness, because we all need to be pushing at month's end to get last minute orders, but it's going to be so much stress lifted off of your shoulders and off of your team's shoulders if you guys are looking right now, today, with exactly how much volume you need to regain, or to get boxed in for a rank, or to get to a rank at all. Or maybe you're brand new and you just need your 4 loyals so that you can get your 120 in free product. Or maybe you already got that and now you want to promote to executive. Then you're going to need 2 distributors. Okay, well, if you need 2 distributors by the end of the month and they need to be at 400, what do you need to be doing now? What do you need to be doing weekly? So I hope this makes sense, what I'm talking about. Basically, taking where you want to be at the end of the month, write it down on your steps to success, keep it in front of you. I keep a sticky note of where I want to be at the end of the month on my fridge, on my windowsill, on my bathroom mirror, on my dashboard of my car. Sometimes I type it on the memo pad of my phone and then I screenshot it and I put it on the background of my phone, because I know that at the end of the month I have a certain goal. So you don't necessarily have to be promoting every month, but like whatever your goal is, if it's to sign 1 distributor, then how many people do you need to be talking to a week? How many people do you need to talk to per day? Maybe you need to throw some wrap parties because you need some volume. Maybe you need to go launch those weak distributors, or throw a wrap party yourself and then take those loyals and place them underneath those weak distributors. Whatever you gotta do, I want you to look at what you need, look at where you want to go, and then I want you to break those goals down into weekly, and I want you to write them down and keep them in front of you. So let's be intentional with our day. Let's be intentional with our time. Let's be intentional with our schedule, and let's give ourselves easy, obtainable goals so at the end of the month we can be where we want to be. And I guarantee you that this works, because this is what I do every single month. So I hope this helped you. Write down your goals today of where you want to be, print out your steps to success, and I'm just going to keep saying it until you guys do it. All right, have a good day.